Hi everyone, welcome to True Buddha School's Vajrasattva Sadhana for preliminary session. And this session will be a bilingual practice. So what I will do is to first read in Chinese and then after that in English. So the purpose of this is because there are still many cultivation venues where English translation is not available. So, and the English speaking group of disciples is very diverse. So, for those people who wish to learn Chinese and have some basic ability already, so hopefully this is a way for you to strengthen your learning of Chinese, and so that you can participate in the Chinese sessions whenever the English translations are not available. So before we begin, let's first sit quietly and adjust our breathing. Make sure you have all your Dharma implements first, and also you have changed the offerings at your altar. Everything is prepared. Okay, please raise the back of your seat slightly. Sit in the 7-point posture of Varachana. Sit with your legs crossed in lotus position, if you can. Or if you're not able to, any position that's comfortable for you. Place your hands in the meditation mudra below the navel. Straighten your spine, your central channel. Extend your shoulders. Let your tongue touch your upper palate. Tuck in your chin. Close your eyes slightly. Gently smile. Relax and let go of all thoughts. Focus your mind on a single point. Focus your attention on the present Dharma practice. We are about to begin. Let your body become still. Let your speech become silent. Let your mind become quiet. Completely empty your body and mind, and adjust our breathing as much as possible so that it becomes subtle or gentle, slow and gradual. So just a note that the other sessions will still be in English. So just only 1/4 of the sessions will be bilingual. So this is just an additional resource option for those who are interested or who wish to learn Chinese. And it's sort of like an experimental approach. So we'll see how it goes for the next couple of months, maybe. And I mean, if there is interest, we can continue. If not, we can stop or pause. Yeah, it's okay. So continue breathing and let's begin the practice. Sing菩萨法 Vajracitta Bodhisattva Vajrasattva Sadhana 4加行 for preliminaries. 说法开始. Let's begin the practice. 祈求根本传承大加持. Begin with praying for the lineage root blessing. 先身心放空. First empty your body and mind. 次观想真佛中传承. Next visualize the true Buddha school lineage. Namo Daru Rulai. Namo Mahavairochana Great Sun Tathagata. Namo Foyam Fomu. Namo Buddha Lochana Buddha Mother. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Lianhua Tongzi. Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Lian-Sheng Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Visualize lineage root guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, appearing above the crown of your head, blessing you with light. 请手结莲花童子手印 form the Padma Kumara Mudra. 持莲花童子心咒7遍 recite the Padma Kumara heart mantra 7 times. 祈求传承大加持 to pray for the great lineage blessing and a perfect and complete practice. Om Guru Lian-Sheng CD Home, 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 Om Guru Lian-Sheng CD Home. 祈请莲生活佛加持文 Supplication for the blessing of living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Om Om 敬以清净身口意供养毗卢遮那尊 With reverence I offer my purified body, speech, and mind to Vajrasattva. 法身佛眼佛母圣 Your Dharma body, Holy Buddha Luchana, Buddha Mother. 报身莲花童子身 Your bliss body, Pama Kumara. 应身教主莲生佛 Your emanation body, living Buddha Lian-Sheng. 三生无别大佛恩 These three bodies are the same in essence as the Buddha's grace. 恭敬真佛大传承 who made to the great true Buddha lineage. 具足神通弥六合 Your transcendent power permeates the whole universe. 放光遍照于三际 radiating light throughout the three times. 一如无间能现证 manifesting in an instant across all time and space. 佛子时时常哀请 disciples of the Buddha constantly implore 光明铸照福慧增 for your blessing light to increase merit and wisdom. 昔日释迦来受记 in the past Shakyamuni Buddha prophesied your Buddhahood. 阿弥陀佛因佛陀 Amitabha Buddha entrusted you with the mission of deliverance. 弥勒菩萨戴红冠 Maitreya Bodhisattva bestowed upon you the red crown. 莲花大士受密法 Guru Pama Sambhava taught you the Tantric Dharma. 祈请不舍弘誓愿救度我等诸众生 We pray you never abandon your vast vows to liberate us all. 如是护念而摄受 Thus with your protection, care, and guidance, 祈请加持速成就 May your blessings give rise to swift accomplishment. Namo Pilujana for Namo Vajrasattva Buddha. Namo Phổ Hiền Phổ母 Namo Buddha Luchana Buddha Mother. Namo 莲花童子 Namo Pama Kumara. Namo 莲生活佛 Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Namo 真佛海会十方三世诸佛菩萨摩诃萨 Namo the true Buddha ocean assembly of all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Mahasattvas of the 10 directions and 3 times. 做四无量观 Perform the 4 immeasurables visualization. So visualize your father and paternal relatives on your left, your mother and maternal relatives on your right, your teachers, benefactors, loved ones, and friends behind you, your karmic creditors and enemies in front of you, and all beings of the 6 realms surrounding on the outside, all joining you in this Tantric Dharma practice, all attaining Buddhahood together. Form the awakened mudra. Lian Qing Jing Zhou, recite the purification mantras. Om Shuli Shuli Maha Shuli Shushuli Soha. Om Shodoli Shodoli Shomoli Shomoli Soha. Om Waraladan He He Hom. Namo Samando Mudonam Om Dolo Dolo Dewe Soha. Lian Zhao Qing Zhou, recite the invocation mantra 3 times. Om Om Soha. Om Om Soha. Om Om Soha. 众弟子一心奉请 We sincerely invoke. Namo 根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛 Namo lineage root guru His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Namo 大白莲花童子 Namo White Maha Pama Kumara. Namo 华光自在佛 Namo Lotus Light Perfect Ease Buddha. Namo 真佛中历代传承祖师 Namo all lineage gurus of True Buddha School. 同修祖尊 Namo 金刚萨埵。同修祖尊 Namo 金刚萨埵。同修祖尊 Namo 金刚萨埵。The main deity of this group practice Namo Vajrasattva. 十方三世一切诸佛、一切菩萨摩诃萨 all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Mahasattvas of the 10 directions and 3 times. Namo Moha Boye Bolo Mido, Namo Maha Prajna Paramita. 南无大恩智慧中根本历代祖师，愿诸众生得安乐。Namo the great benevolent lineage gurus of True Buddha School, may all beings attain peace and happiness. Namo 五佛本尊即坛城，愿诸众生离诸苦。Namo the 5 Buddhas, deities, and the shrine, may all beings be free of all sufferings. Namo 十方三世一切诸佛，愿诸众生常慈喜。Namo all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times, may all beings abide in joy and kindness. Namo 三藏十二部正法，愿诸众生舍分别。Namo the Tripitaka and 12 divisions of the Buddhist canon, may all beings forsake discrimination. 那么十方三世一切圣贤僧，愿诸众生得正觉。Namo all sages and sanghas of the 10 directions and 3 times, may all beings attain perfect enlightenment. Namo 正觉宏观圣冕金刚上师莲生尊者。Namo the perfectly enlightened holy red crowned Vajra Master Venerable Lian-Sheng. 愿我与六道众生刹那顿证无上觉。May all beings of the 6 realms of samsara and I attain unsurpassed enlightenment in an instant. 续归莲生佛地, take refuge in, and ultimately return to Lian-Sheng's Buddha land. 观想大礼拜 Great Homage Visualization. First prostrate in homage to the lineage of Guru and all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times. Om. Om. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite Buddhas. Release the mudra. Second, pay homage to all Bodhisattvas from the Lotus Mudra. Om. Om. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite Bodhisattvas. Release the mudra. Third, pay homage to all Dharma protectors from the Vajra Mudra. Om. Om. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite Dharma protectors. Release the mudra. Fourth, bow and homage to all in equality. 大曼达供养 Great Mandala Offering. First form the offering mudra. 请手结供养手印. And visualize the offerings on the altar, multiplying to form a row. So we can first visualize the 5 basic offerings. Flowers, all colors of flowers, white peonies, pink roses, lotus blossoms, bluebells, chrysanthemums, all sorts of incense, all colors of lamps, lights, tea, different colors of fruit, apples, oranges, bananas, pineapples, mangoes, dragon fruit, strawberries, watermelons, mountains of rice, mountains of jewels, amrita, all sorts of treasures, homey cuisines, exquisite delicacies, Vajra song and dance, beautiful adornments, the things that bring you the most happiness, as well as all the offerings we have carefully prepared. Visualize all of these offerings transforming and multiplying to form a row, then the rows multiplying to form an endless field. And the fields multiplying to fill the entire universe. Sincerely offer all these to our lineage Guru, Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, the lineage gurus, the 8 principal Yidam deities of True Buddha School, all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, and all Dharma protectors, including Devas and Nagas. 念供养赞 Recite the offering verse. 须弥四周并日月 Mount Meru together with the four continents, sun and moon. 化出珍宝供养佛 Transform into precious treasures to offer to the Buddhas. 种种珍奇诸功德 May all merits from offering these treasures. 消业速速证菩提 Quickly remove karma to realize Buddhahood. 念供养咒 Recite the offering mantra. Sawa Tadakata Idamu Purana Minchala Kan Lilye Dai Mi. Release the mudra. 四皈依 Fourfold Refuge. Perform the empowerment visualization. Visualize our lineage root guru, all lineage gurus, all Buddhas, Dharma, and Sanghas, merging and transforming into a great white light to bestow empowerment on you. 念四皈依咒3遍 Recite the Fourfold Refuge mantra 3 times. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhyaye. 衣甲护身 Armor Protection. 手结金刚合掌手印 Form the Vajra Folded Palms Mudra. 持金刚手菩萨真言7遍 Recite the Vajrapani Mantra 7 times. Om Pralanjali, Om Pralanjali, Om Pralanjali, Om Pralanjali, Om Pralanjali, Om Pralanjali, Om Pralanjali. Bring the mudra to touch your forehead, throat, heart, left shoulder, right shoulder, and back to the forehead, and then release the mudra. And as you release the mudra, visualize Vajrapani appearing in the space above you and multiplying into 4, guarding you from the front, back, left, and right. 高王观世音经 Hiking Avalokiteshvara Sutra. 奉请八大菩萨 Sincerely invoke the 8 great bodhisattvas. Namo Guanshin Pusa Mohasa. Namo Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Namo Mila Pusa Mohasa. Namo Maitreya Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Namo Shukongzang Pusa Mohasa. Namo Akashagrabha Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Namo Pusyen Pusa Mohasa. Namo Samanta Vajra Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Namo 金刚手菩萨摩诃萨，南无 Vajrapani Bodhisattva Mahasattva，南无妙吉祥菩萨摩诃萨，南无曼珠ശ്രീ Bodhisattva Mahasattva，南无除盖藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无 Sarva Nivarana Vishkambin Bodhisattva Mahasattva，南无地藏王菩萨摩诃萨，南无 Siddhikarma Bodhisattva Mahasattva，南无诸尊菩萨摩诃萨，南无 all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas。观世音菩萨。Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, Namo 佛 Namo 法 Namo 僧 Namo Buddha Namo Dharma Namo Sangha. 佛国有缘，佛法相应 Having affinity with the Buddha lens with Dharma as the cause. 常乐我净有缘佛法 Permanence, bliss, true self, and purity. It all begins with an affinity with the Dharma. Namo Moha Boya Bolo Mi Shida Shenzo. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, a great divine mantra. Namo Moha Boya Bolo Mi Shida Mingzhou. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, a great wisdom mantra. Namo Moha Boya Bolo Mi Shi Wu Shang Zhou. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, an unsurpassed mantra. Namo Moha Boya Bolo Mi Shi Wu Deng Deng Zhou. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, an unequaled mantra. Namo Jing Guang Mi Mi Fo. Namo Pure Light Secret Buddha. 法藏佛 Dharma Treasury Buddha. 狮子吼声足右王佛 Lion's Roar and Divine Speed Tranquil King Buddha. 佛告须弥灯王佛 Buddha announced Sumeru Lamp King Buddha. 法护佛 Dharma Protector Buddha, 金刚藏狮子游戏佛 Vajra Treasury Lion Slay Buddha, 宝胜佛 Precious Excellence Buddha, 神通佛 Supernatural Power Buddha, 药师琉璃光芒佛 Medicine Master Vidura Light King Buddha, 普光功德商王佛 Universal Light Merit Mountain King Buddha, 善住功德宝王佛 Virtuously Abiding Merit Jewel King Buddha, 过去七佛 the 7 past Buddhas, 未来现界千佛 the future 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. 1500佛 the 1500 Buddhas, 15000佛 the 15,000 Buddhas, 500花胜佛 the 500 flower victory Buddhas. 百亿金刚藏佛 the 10 billion Vajra treasury Buddhas. 电光佛 Samadhi light Buddha. 六方六佛名号 the names of the 6 Buddhas of the 6 directions. 东方宝光月殿月庙尊音王佛 to the east, precious light moon palace moonlight wonder divine voice King Buddha. 南方树根花王佛 to the south, tree root flower King Buddha. 西方灶王神通焰花王佛 to the west, ebony King supernatural power flaming flower King Buddha. 北方月殿清净佛 to the north, moon palace purity Buddha. 上方无数精进保守佛 up above, infinite diligence jewel crown Buddha. 下方善气月音王佛 down below, perfect tranquil moon voice King Buddha. 无量诸佛 all the countless Buddhas. 多宝佛 abundant treasures Buddha, 释迦牟尼佛 Shakyamuni Buddha, 弥勒佛 Maitreya Buddha, 阿处佛 Akshobha Buddha, 弥陀佛 Amitabha Buddha. 中央一切众生在佛世界中者 all sentient beings in the center and those in the Pure Lands, 行住于地上及在虚空中 walking and living upon the earth and in the vast expanse of space. 此优于一切众生 care for all sentient beings with loving kindness and compassion, 各令安稳休息，昼夜修持 affording them equanimity and peace so that they can cultivate day and night. 心常求诵此经 constantly reciting this sutra, 能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害 can extinguish the suffering of birth and death and eliminate all poisons and harms. 南无大明观世音，南无 great wisdom of Avalokiteshvara, 观明观世音 observant wisdom of Avalokiteshvara, 高明观世音 noble wisdom of Avalokiteshvara, 开明观世音 open wisdom of Avalokiteshvara. 药王菩萨 medicine king Bodhisattva, 药上菩萨 medicine supreme Bodhisattva, 文殊师利菩萨 Manjushri Bodhisattva, 普贤菩萨 Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, 虚空藏菩萨 Akashagarbha Bodhisattva, 地藏王菩萨 Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, 清凉宝山亿万菩萨 the billions of precious 清凉 mountain Bodhisattvas, 普光王如来化身菩萨 universal light king Tathagata excellent emanation Bodhisattva, 念念诵此经七佛世尊 chanting the sutra continuously, the 7 world-ordered Buddhas recite this mantra. 即说咒曰Lipo lipo de, kyoho de, tolo ni de, nihala de, pili ni de, moho ga de, zhenling qian de, soha. Lipo lipo de, kyoho de, tolo ni de, nihala de, pili ni de, moho ga de, zhenling qian de, soha. Lipo lipo de, kyoho de, tolo ni de, nihala de, pili ni de, moho ga de, zhenling qian de, soha. Lipo lipo de, kyoho de, tolo ni de, nihala de, pili ni de, moho ga de, zhenling qian de, soha. Lipo lipo de, kyoho de, tolo ni de, nihala de, pili ni de, moho ga de, zhenling qian de, soha. Lipo lipo de, kyoho de, tolo ni de, nihala de, pili ni de, moho ga de, zhenling qian de, soha. Lipo lipo de, kyoho de, tolo ni de, nihala de, pili ni de, moho ga de, zhenling qian de, soha. 十方观世音，一切诸菩萨 Avalokiteshvaras in the 10 directions and all bodhisattvas, 誓愿救众生，称名系解脱 vow to save sentient beings. By invoking the names, all can be liberated. 若有智慧者，因勤为解说 those with wisdom should expound it diligently. 但是有因缘，不诵口不辍 while those with affinity recite it unceasingly. 诵经满千遍，念念心不绝 recite the sutra 1,000 times with every thought unremitting. 火焰不能伤，刀兵力摧者 fire cannot harm, blades and weapons destroyed in an instant. 慧怒生欢喜，死者变成活 rage turns into joy, the dying shall live. 莫言此是虚，诸佛不妄说 do not say these are empty words, for Buddhas never speak untruths. 高王观世音能救诸苦厄 High King of Avalokiteshvara can alleviate all sufferings. 临危急难中，死者变成活 Faced with danger and crisis, the dying shall live. 诸佛语不虚，是故应顶礼。The words of all Buddhas are true, thus we should prostrate in homage. 此受满千遍，众罪皆消灭。By reciting this sutra 1,000 times, all grave sins shall be eradicated. 后福坚信者，专攻受持经。Those with great merit and unwavering faith should single-mindedly uphold this sutra. 愿以此功德普及于一切。May this merit be dedicated universally to all. 诵满1000遍，众罪皆消灭。Recite 1,000 times, all grave sins shall be eradicated. 高王观世音经中。Thus ends the High King of Avalokiteshvara Sutra. 往生咒 Rebirth Mantra. First form the great ocean Bardo deliverance mudra. And visualize Amitabha Buddha appearing in this empty space. Releasing Dharma vessels, lotus flowers, to deliver our deceased ancestors, karmic creditors, any beings we might have hurt knowingly or unintentionally. The animals that, if you eat meat, like the flesh that you have eaten, all kinds of animals. Visualize Amitabha Buddha bring all of them to the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss. Recite the deliverance mantra, the rebirth mantra, 7 times. Namo Amitabha ye Dotaka ye Dodieta Amilido Popi Amilido Sidan Popi Amilido Pikalande Amilido Pikalando Kamini Gagana Judo Galiso Namo Amitabha ye Dotaka ye Dodieta Amilido Popi Amilido Sidan Popi Amilido Pikalande Amilido Pikalando Gamini Gakana Judo Galiso Namo Amitabha ye Dotaka ye Dodieta Amilido Popi Amilido Sidan Popi Amilido Pikalande Amilido Pikalando Gamini Gakana Judo Galiso Namo Amitabha ye Dotaka ye Dodieta Amilido Popi Amilido Sidan Popi Amilido Pikalande Amilido Pikalando Gamini Gagana Judo Galiso Namo Amitabha ye Dotaka ye Dodieta Amilido Popi Amilido Sidan Popi Amilido Pikalande Amilido Pikalando Gamini Gagana Judo Galiso Namo Amitabha ye Dotaka ye Dodieta Amilido Popi Amilido Sidan Popi Amilido Pikalande Amilido Pikalando Gamini Gagana Judo Galiso Namo Amitabha ye Dotaka ye Dodieta Amilido Popi Amilido Sidan Popi Amilido Pikalande Amilido Pikalando Kamini Gagana Judo Galiso. 念四无量心偈 Recite the Four Immeasurables Prayer. 愿一切众生具足乐极乐因是慈无量。May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. This is immeasurable loving kindness. 愿一切众生脱离苦及苦因是悲无量。May all sentient beings be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. This is measurable compassion. 愿一切众生永处无苦安乐是喜无量。May all sentient beings always abide in non-suffering and happiness. This is immeasurable joy. 愿一切众生弃爱憎住平等是舍无量。May all sentient beings relinquish craving and aversion, abiding in equality. This is immeasurable equanimity. 发菩提心 generating bodhicitta. 念发菩提心文 Recite the generating bodhicitta verse. 弟子莲花众等，从此归根本上师三宝。 I disciple lotus, or we disciples, shall take refuge in the root guru and three jewels. 直至菩提永不退转 never receding on the path until reaching enlightenment. 所有大小各善，悉以回施众生，速成佛道。May all virtuous deeds, great or small, be dedicated to all sentient beings for their speedy enlightenment. 念发菩提心真言3遍 recite the Bodhicitta mantra 3 times. Bodhicitta Betsa Samaya Ahum. Bodhicitta Betsa Samaya Ahum. Bodhicitta Betsa Samaya Ahum. 金刚心 Vajrasattva or Vajraheart 念忏悔记3遍 recite the repentance verse 3 times. 我昔所作诸罪业 all my transgressions committed since time immemorial 皆由无始贪嗔痴 originate in beginningless greed, hatred, and ignorance. 从身语意之所生 manifested by my body, speech, and mind. 一切我今皆忏悔 for all these I now fully repent. 我昔所作诸罪业 all my transgressions committed since time immemorial. 皆由无始贪嗔痴 originate in beginningless greed, hatred, and ignorance. 从身语意之所生 manifested by my body, speech, and mind. 一切我今皆忏悔 for all these I now fully repent. 我昔所作诸罪业 all my transgressions committed since time immemorial. 皆由无始贪嗔痴 originate in beginningless greed, hatred, and ignorance. 从身语意之所生 manifested by my body, speech, and mind. 一切我今皆忏悔 for all these I now fully repent. 念忏悔咒108遍 recite the repentance mantra 108 times. Betsa Samaya Sudaya, 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 Betsa Samya Surya, 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 Om 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 Betsa Samaya Surya. 莲花童子心咒108遍 Homa Kumara Heart Mantra 108 times. 先做观想三光加倍. First perform the three light blessing visualization. So visualize Good Guru's brow point emitting a powerful beam of white light entering your brow point. Visualize the root Guru's throat area emitting a powerful beam of red light entering your throat area. Visualize the root Guru's heart chakra emitting a powerful beam of blue light entering your heart chakra. Visualize the white, red, and blue beams of light dissolving into your body and mind. 请做持念珠观想 Then perform the mala beads visualization. Hold the mala beads with both hands in front of your chest and use your thumbs to move or slide over the beads when reciting the mantra. Visualize your left hand as the Vajra bell and your right hand as the Vajra scepter. Visualize the Guru bead as the stupa of abundant treasures. Visualize the four divider beads as the four diva kings. Visualize the tassel as a lotus hand. Visualize the mala bead string as the white light of Vajrasattva's inherent nature, threading through all the beads. And during mantra recitation, as each bead is moved and counted, visualize it transforming into lineage root guru living Buddha Lian-Sheng and coming toward you. 持莲花童子心咒108遍. Recite the Pama Kumara Heart Mantra 108 times. Short version. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Om, 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 Om Guru Lian-Sheng Hom, 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 Om Guru Lian-Sheng Hom. 金刚心菩萨法 Vajrasattva Bodhisattva practice. 手结金刚萨埵手印 form the Vajrasattva mudra. So you can look at the screen. There are two kinds of mudras. Either way is fine. 先观空遍观空咒三遍. First visualize emptiness and recite the emptiness mantra 3 times. Om Subhava Sudha Sawa Dharma Subhava Sudoham. Om Subhava Sudha Sawa Dharma Subhava Sudoham. Om Subhava Sudha Sawa Dharma Subhava Sudoham. 三段法身观想 3-stage Dharma rising visualization. First visualize above an expanse of ocean, a stretch of clear, sunny sky, stretching on for miles. A light blue moon disk rises up from the ocean into the sky. But within the moon disk, a white Tibetan seed syllable Hom emits a brilliant white light. The Hom seed syllable in the moon disk revolves and transforms into Vajrasattva. Visualize Vajrasattva seated upon an 8-petaled lotus. Vajrasattva's body is white in color. He wears a 5 Buddha crown and layers of celestial clothing. He holds a Vajra scepter in his right hand against his heart and a Vajra bell in his left hand by his left thigh. Residing in his heart is a white Hom seed syllable, and the seed syllable is surrounded by the 100-syllable mantra. From Vajrasattva's heart flows a stream of white, luminous ambrosia or amrita to bestow empowerment on you, the practitioner. All of your negative karma is transformed into blood liquid, which seeps out through your skin pores. After purification, Vajrasattva descends into your body, merging with you to become one and the same. 诵百字明咒 Recite the 100-syllable mantra 21 times. Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadagata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamai Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidamu Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadagata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamai Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidamu Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadakata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamaya Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidamu Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadakata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamaya Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidamu Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadakata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamaya Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadakata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamaya Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadagata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamaya Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Suchami chidamu Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadagata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamaya Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadagata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamaya Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha Zazome bawa Sudokare me bawa Supukare me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Siddhi me bulayacha Sawa karma Sushami chidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tadagata Vezamame mancha Vezabawa Mahasamaya Sadawa Humpe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha zazo me pao Sudokai me pawa Sukokai me pawa Anulato me pawa Sawa Siddhi me palaya cha Sawa karma Sushami tidamu Siliren guru hum Ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Bezama me mancha Bezabawa Mahasamai Satawa He Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubadisha zazomeba Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma sushami chidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamai Satawa He Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubalisha zazomepa Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma sushami sridamu salivan guru hum ahahaha Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamai Satoa Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubalisha zazomepa Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma sujame jidamu silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamai Satoa Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubalisha zazomepa Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma sushami jidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamaya Satoa Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubalisha zazomepa Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma sushami jidamu silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamai Satoa Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubalisha zazomepa Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma sushami jidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamai Satoa Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubalisha zazomepa Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma suchami jidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamai Satoa Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubalisha zazomepa Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma sushami jidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamai Satoa Vajrasattva samaya manubalaya Vajrasattva denubalisha zazomepa Sudokai mipawa Sukokai mipawa Anulato mipawa Sawa siddhi mipalaya Sawa karma sushami jidam Silivan guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa Tathagata Vizamami mancha Vizabawa mahasamai Satoa Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva tenupadisha zizo me bao Sudokai me bawa Supokai me bawa Anulato me bawa Sawa Sudi me polaya cha Sawa Karaman Sushami Chidam Siliran Guru Hom Ha 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 Bakawan Sawa Tata kata Vesama me mancha Vesabawa Mahasamaya Satowa Hum He 九节佛风 9 cycle Buddha wind. So let's first visualize to the visualization of the 3 channels in our bodies. First, visualize that your entire body is as transparent, clear, and pure as crystal. And inside your body, there are 3 vertical channels running parallel to each other. All 3 channels start at the navel chakra, which is located 4 finger widths below the navel, and branch out upwards to become the central right and left channels. The central channel has a top wide, bottom narrow, trumpet-like shape, flaring out like the bell of a trumpet and ending at the crown of your head. The right and left channels run next to the central channel, with the left channel ending at the left nostril and the right channel ending at the right nostril. So if you're new to this practice, you can use your left ring finger or little finger to block your left nostril while you breathe in through your right nostril. When breathing in, visualize the light of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas spread throughout the vast expanse of space, and you are breathing in this light. Once you've breathed in fully through the right nostril, use your right ring finger or little finger to block your right nostril. And visualize the white light breathed in, descending along the right channel to the navel chakra, then switching over to ascend along the left channel and reaching the left nostril, exiting the left nostril as you exhale. And at this point, visualize all your karmic hindrances, illnesses, ignorance, and mental afflictions transforming to black smoke and leaving through the left nostril. This is step 1. Then use your right ring finger or little finger to block your right nostril. This is part of step 2. Breathe in the white light through your left nostril, and the white light descends along the left channel to the navel chakra, ascending along the right channel and exiting from the right nostril as black smoke. Step 3, breathe in the luminous tea through both nostrils and visualize the tea descending along both the right and left channels at the same time, reaching the navel chakra, then merging into one. This merged tea enters the central channel, ascending all the way to the crown where there is no outlet. Thus it descends back down the central channel to the navel chakra, then separates into 2 to ascend along the left and right channels, eventually exiting both nostrils as black smoke. So repeat the same visualizations, just in a different sequence. You can look at the screen for the sequence of steps. So step 4, breathe in slowly through the left nostril. Do the same visualization as before. And then breathe out slowly through the right nostril. Step 5, breathe in through the right nostril. Breathe out slowly through the left nostril. The sixth cycle, breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe out slowly through both nostrils. The seventh cycle, breathe in through both nostrils. And breathe out through both nostrils. The eighth cycle, breathe in through the right nostril. Breathe out slowly through the left nostril. Breathe in through the left nostril. And then breathe out slowly through the right nostril. Through 三摩地10分钟, enter samadhi for 10 minutes. We can first do the visualization of the deity merging into the practitioner, Wu or Guan. So what this entails is first visualize Vajrasattva sitting atop your head at the Brahma aperture. And inside your body, the lotus located at your heart chakra in the central channel opens up to reveal a moon disk. On the moon disk is Vajrasattva seed syllable Homa, radiating light. Visualize Vajrasattva atop your head, transforming to a rice grain-sized, shining pearl of light, which then enters through your Brahma aperture and descends along the central channel, eventually reaching and resting upon the lotus at your heart chakra. At the heart chakra lotus, Vajrasattva gradually becomes larger and larger until it reaches the same size as you. Visualize yourself becoming Vajrasattva, and you are now Vajrasattva, one and the same. You can also use the breath counting method, 数息观, where you mindfully count your breaths until reaching a state of tranquility, free from concepts and false thoughts, entering the meditative state of non-awareness or the samadhi of forgetting. Okay, and we will now begin the 10 minutes of meditation. Emerging from Samadhi, true Ling. The visualization steps for emerging from Samadhi is a reversal of the series of steps in the practitioner merging into emptiness and the deity merging into the practitioner. Visualize yourself descending from the vast expanse of space back into your body. Then the Idam deity Vajrasattva separates from you, becomes smaller and smaller until he rests upon your heart, chakra lotus, and transforms into a shining pearl of light. Visualize the pearl of light ascending your central channel to exit through the Brahma aperture and transforming back into the Idam deity. Then emerge from Samadhi. 颂赞 Recite praise. 莲生活佛教授大密法 Living Buddha Lian-Sheng teaches the Great Tantric Dharma. 金刚萨埵变化金刚心 Vajrasattva transforming Vajra hearts. 二者融合真是大相应 A great spiritual union when the two merge into one. 罪障消除真正的清净 Eradicating karmic hindrances to truly attain purity. 加念八大本尊心咒 Recite the heart mantras of the 8 principal Idam deities. Om Ami Dewa Se, Om Mani Pemi Hom, Om Panamo Nivolin Soha, Om Ha 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 We Samoye Soha, Om Chuli Chuli Chunti Soha, Om Chumbala Chanang Chanaye Soha, Om Ah Hum Gaza Guru Bema Siddhi Hum Se, Om Ah Hum Guru Be, Aha Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hum. Teata Om Bekatsya Bekatsya Maha Bekatsya Latsa Samo Katehi Soha. 念佛三称 Recite Buddha's name 3 times. 那么36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。Namo the 36,119,500 Amitabha Buddhas of the same name. Namo 36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。Namo the 36,119,500 Amitabha Buddhas of the same name. Namo 36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。Namo the 36,119,500 Amitabha Buddhas of the same name. 加念请佛出世祈愿文 Supplication for Buddha to stay in the Saha world. 具德妙善圣尊秘密主，十方世界佛刹成数佛。The Lord of Secrets of the Vajra realm, virtuous and with profound kindness, Buddhas in worlds as numerous as motes of dust across all 10 directions. 大悲有情海会众菩萨，呼叫金刚空行千顶礼。The ocean assembly of Bodhisattvas with great compassion for sentient beings, and all Herukas, Dharmapalas, Dakas, and Dakinis who prostrate in homage before you. 世间三毒炽盛夜漫漫，身心摧折轮回苦无休。The 3 worldly poisons blaze furiously in the long dark night. Devastated bodies and minds suffer endlessly in the misery of perpetual rebirth. 圣尊泯念降生度迷情，三宝御示微光护群生。With great compassion, His Holiness came into this world to salvage deluded ones. The powerful brilliance of the 3 jewels thus provides refuge for all. 人天福田所依金刚身，受戒传法灌顶自悉地。The Vajra body upon which the merit fields of humans and devas rely bestows precepts, teachings, empowerments, and attainments. 佛子其请注释转法轮，利乐无量无尽众生界。We disciples of the Buddha, plead that you stay in the Saha world to turn the Dharma wheel, to benefit and bring happiness to infinite realms of sentient beings. 回向 Merit Dedication 愿同念佛者同生极乐国 May all who recite the name of Amitabha Buddha all be reborn in the land of ultimate bliss. 上报四重恩，下济三途苦 Repay the kindness from the fourfold benefactors above and aid those who suffer in the 3 paths below. 见佛了生死，如佛度一切. Upon seeing the Buddha, be freed from the cycle of birth and death. Like the Buddhas, deliver all beings. We disciples dedicate the merits of this practice to lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. May Guru Buddha always have good health and longevity, be at perfect ease, always reside in the Sahara world, and forever turn the Dharma wheel. We also pray for the good health and well-being of Shimu Vajra Master Sheng-Yen. May everyone be healthy, steadfast in cultivation. May everything go as wished, and have all misfortunes turned into blessings. Pray for Grand Master's blessing that those who wish to learn Chinese to learn the Dharma can quickly learn well without hindrances. You may silently make your own prayers, dedications, and wishes at this time. May all prayers be fulfilled. May all disasters and obstacles be gone. Wait! Recite the 100 syllable mantra 3 times, 诵百字明咒3遍. Vajrasattva samaya, manubalaya, Vajrasattva denubadicha, suswame bawa, sudokai me bawa, subukai me bawa, anulado me bawa, sawa, siddhi me bulaja, sawa, karama, sushame, chidam, siliran guru hum, ha 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 ha, bhagavan sawa, tathagata, vizamami mantra, vizabawa, mahasamai, sadawa, hum pe. Vajrasattva samaya, manubalaya, Vajrasattva denubadicha, suswame bawa, sudokai me bawa, subukai me bawa, anulado me bawa, sawa, siddhi me bulaja, sawa, karamang, sushame, chidam, siliran guru hum, ha 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 ha, bhagavan sawa, tathagata, vizamami mantra, vizabawa, mahasamai, sadawa, hum pe. Vajrasattva samaya, manubalaya, Vajrasattva denubadicha, suswame bawa, sudokai me bawa, subukai me bawa, anulado me bawa, sawa, siddhi me bulaja, sawa, karamang, sushame, chidam, siliran guru hum, ha 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 ha, bhagavan sawa, tathagata, vizamami mantra, vizabawa, mahasamaya, sadawa, hum pe. 观想大礼拜 Great Homage Visualization 一拜根本称上师及十方三世一切诸佛 First prostrate in homage to the lineage of Guru and all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times. Form the Buddha Shrine Mudra. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite Buddhas. Release the mudra. 二拜诸菩萨 Second prostrate in homage to all Bodhisattvas from the Lotus Mudra. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite bodhisattvas. Release the mudra. Third, pay homage, prostrate in homage to all Dharma protectors, done by Hu Fa Qinggang, from the Vajra mudra. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite Dharma protectors. Release the mudra. Fourth, bow in homage to all inequality, 四平等七手. Release the mudra. 出坛念圆满咒 exit the practice and recite the completion mantra. Bulin, 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 Mani, Bemi, Om. 说法圆满如意吉祥 This concludes a perfect and complete practice. May all wishes be fulfilled and all endeavors be auspicious. 谢谢大家的参加 Thank you everyone for your participation. Okay, so hopefully everyone had a good week. And I believe a lot of people have just returned from Seattle to their own home countries. Okay, so let me share a little bit. Before that, let's put our palms together, pay homage to our root guru, living Buddha Lian-Sheng, and pray for his blessing, for the blessing of all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, for the Dharma sharing to be beneficial and auspicious to anyone who's listening. Okay, so as mentioned in the last session before Grand Master's birthday, a long time ago, not that long, what I'm thinking of doing is to provide a very brief summary of a course that was conducted by the True Buddha School Online University about 3 years ago. So it's actually the first course that was taught by the True Buddha School Online University, and it was taught by Master Lian-He. The Chinese name for that class or course is 包罗万象的佛学, which was translated as all-inclusive Buddhism. What it means is that the Dharma that encompasses all aspects of life. So you can actually look for the playlist in this very same YouTube channel. You can find it 包罗万象的佛学, and if you scroll right to the bottom, the first class is probably sometime in 2021 February. And the very first class was really an overview to provide a map of the course. It's 6 chapters with 36 classes. And chapter 1 is about basic Buddhist terms. So there are 6 terms that he teaches. 佛法僧戒定慧, 佛法, so that's Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, the 3 refuge, the 3 triple gem or 3 jewels. And 戒定慧, so 戒 is precepts, being meditative stability, 慧 wisdom. So they're also called the 3 non-outflows. So why are the 3 non-outflows called the 3 non-outflows? And then he mentioned, why do some people practice for decades, but they're still not able to enter samadhi? Chapter 2 covered basic Buddhist concepts such as cause and effect or karma, reincarnation, the 3 Dharma seals, the 4 noble truths. Okay, and then chapter 3 is a bit more content heavy, where he shared about Grand Master's overview of the Buddha Dharma. So so the classes were about faith, about understanding, practice, about accomplishment, the 2 doors of theory and practice. And for those who have been learning for some time, you probably have read the book Complete and Detailed Exposition of the True Buddha Tantric Dharma. And actually, a lot of these have been taught by Grand Master. So these are just helping the ones who are new to the Dharma, who have very limited knowledge of the Dharma to really get started. So these are really just basic concepts. So Grand Master is right now in Seattle. He's discoursing about the Vimalakirti Sutra, and that is very profound. He's talking about concepts like non-duality and things like that, which can be very profound for newcomers. So here, these are basic concepts that can hopefully fill in the gap. So in chapter 3, the classes were also about the theory and practice. So Master Lian-He actually shared that many years ago, he wrote a letter to Grand Master sharing his insights and what he knew. And then the answer that he received from the TBF Mail Correspondence Center is that you have a deep understanding of the Dharma. Following this, it's time to apply all this in your life. So it's not enough to just know the theory. It's also very important to actually practice and apply what we know. And then chapter 3, class 6, it was about, is a heart mind or a mind of renunciation important? So when we have When we give rise to a mind of renunciation, will this lead to conflicts in our daily lives, or how do we resolve such problems? Class 7 in chapter 3 was about the 6 parameters or perfections, followed by the next class about the 7 factors of enlightenment, the Eightfold Noble Path, 10 powers of a Tathagata or Buddha. What do the 10 epithets of a Buddha mean? Chapter 4 was about the correct concepts of the Dharma. So I'm just providing a brief overview as mentioned in that very first class, so that he stressed the importance of doing this to provide a map, so that you know where you are in terms of your learning. So chapter 4 was about correct concepts of the Dharma. So 4.1 was, does one need to be a vegetarian to be a Buddhist? 4.2 was about, does one need to become a monk or a nun to learn the Dharma? 4.3, is it necessary to donate money to learn the Dharma? Chapter 5, Buddhism and daily life. 5.1, how does Buddhism regard human life? 5.2, how does Buddhism regard children, sons and daughters? 5.3, how does Buddhism regard marital relationships between husbands and wives? 5.4, how does Buddhism regard money? 5.5, how does Buddhism regard friendship? Who are the friends? What kind of company should we keep? And who are the people that we might need to stay away from? Or, yeah. Chapter 6, Buddhism and Science. 6.1, Buddha Dharma and Modern Physics, which is a class based on the insights of the late Professor Chu Shi. 6.2, Buddhism and Philosophy. 6.3, Buddhism and Art. 6.4, Buddhism and Psychology. 6.5, Buddhism and Literature. 6.6, Buddhism and Music. 6.7, Buddhism and Medical Knowledge. So Master Lian-Sheng was commenting that for each of the classes in chapter 6, we can actually write a thesis or paper for each class. Then he read the list of contributors working behind the scenes to compile the material for the course, which includes masters, reverends, university professors, disciples that Grand Master has mentioned from time to time, and so on. So this first class in that playlist was really just giving an overview, where Master Lian-Sheng not only explains the class topics, but also how the course was taught over Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, the class assignments, exam procedures, credits, and certification. And then he shared a real story and the theory of being bundled together. So he shared about a female teacher who was not an athlete, but had an aspiration. So she's not super fit, she's just normal fitness. But she wanted to run a half marathon, 21 kilometers. So a marathon would probably be too long for her. She felt that if she could run it at least once in her lifetime, she would feel fulfilled. Her wish would be fulfilled. So she told her colleagues she wanted to go to Taiwan, and her colleagues asked why. She said there was a marathon there, and she wanted to take a look. So her colleagues laughed, they were amused, but they didn't stop her from going. And when she arrived, she saw people in their sports attire getting ready for the marathon. And so she decided to do the same and slow jog. And just by following the rest of the group, she finished the marathon. So someone who wasn't really an athlete and just had normal ability, but managed to do it. And when she got home and told the others, they were all surprised. So Master Lian-Sheng explained that this is the theory of being bundled together, 捆绑原理. When you are bundled together with others who share the same aspiration, the same goal, or headed in the same direction, the mission that you're not able to accomplish by yourself, when you're tied together with others because of the mutual support and encouragement, you'll be carried along to the destination. A lot of dreams cannot be accomplished by any single individual alone, but requires a group of people who share the same enthusiasm and determination. So maybe it's something that originally a goal that you would not be able to accomplish by yourself, no matter how, but the theory of being bundled together can change things. So he explained that in today's age, when our attention spans are fractured by way too many distractions, A lot of us spend time like surfing our phones, surfing the internet on mobile phones and things like that. Cultivators need to transcend or overcome these distractions and temptations to accomplish learning and improving together, even to the extent of being spiritually accomplished together. So he was really stressing the importance of learning together as a class. So when you have a lot of other classmates who share the same aspiration of wanting to learn, wanting to improve, that group momentum will help to carry everyone forward. So the next part of the class was Master Lian-Jia led an introduction session where she introduced all the class counselors, the Dharma propagators who behave like teaching assistants and assist the students in their learning and help to answer questions. So Master Lian-Jia first explained that regarding the theory of being bundled together, being bundled with something bigger, actually from the day we take refuge, we are bundled together with our greatest teacher, Grand Master Lu, living Buddha Lian-Sheng. So that was her insight. And she was joking that if you have any complaints, you can look for the class counselors and give them all your trash. But they're not just garbage bins. They can also accept a lot of compliments and praise and positive feedback. That was a joke. Okay, so that's sort of like briefly what happened during the first class. And the second class, or actually lesson 1.1, which is the second lesson in the playlist, it took place on the 19th of February in 2021. So Master Lianhe began by encouraging everyone to keep learning for life. And this is one of the aims of the True School Online University. So there are some basic key terms in Buddhism, and the first chapter would cover the following 6 terms: Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, precepts, meditative stability, and wisdom. So the first class is about what or who is Buddha. So he broke it down into how do people define Buddha, how do lineage patriarchs define Buddha, what is the Buddha's definition of Buddha, how do sutras define Buddha, how does living Buddha Lian-Sheng define Buddha, what is the relationship between sentient beings and Buddhas, and the most complete definition of Buddha. So I'm only going to cover half of this class and continue the next round. So how do people define Buddha, or what would you define as Buddha? The traditional definition of Buddha, according to online encyclopedias such as Wiki and Baidu, is 悟道者, or enlightened one, or one awakened to the path. 不会两足尊, or one with the 2 feet of virtue, merit, and wisdom. Or one who is perfectly accomplished in the cultivation of virtue, merit, 福, and in the cultivation of wisdom, 慧. Common definitions by people include 自觉, self-awakened or awakening oneself, 觉他, awakening or enlightening others, 觉行圆满, perfect in insight and action. Master Lianhe asked, so what did the Buddha awaken to or become enlightened to? So this is a question that he asked at the beginning of the class. So we can all think about that a little bit. And in the Buddhist dictionary, Buddha is defined as one who truly knows and sees the nature of all phenomena. A great holy being who is accomplished in perfect and complete enlightenment. Okay, part 2. How do lineage patriarchs define Buddha? Grand Master gave a discourse at Taiwan Lisang Temple on the 14th of April in 2007. And he shared that on that morning, when he did his meditation homework, a lineage patriarch appeared in his samadhi with whom he had a remarkable dialogue. Grand Master asked the patriarch, where do you come from? The patriarch answered, never going away from or not leaving your heart. Grand Master asked the patriarch, what is Buddha? The patriarch answered, a Buddha sees the Dharma. Grand Master asked, what is Dharma? The patriarch answered, enlightenment is Dharma. Grand Master asked the patriarch, what is Sangha? The patriarch answered, A holy or noble Sangha is no Buddha, no Dharma. So Master Lian felt that this dialogue that Grand Master mentioned is very full of Dharma flavor, very rich in meaning. A Buddha sees the Dharma is referring to one who understands the true nature of all phenomena, seeing true suchness and tathata, seeing the reality of all Dharma. And if one sees causes and conditions, one sees the Dharma. If one sees Dharma, then one can see Buddha. Hopefully, you're still with me, but I'll end with the third part and then continue next time. The third part is, what is the Buddha's definition of Buddha? And here, there are some quotes from the Vajrasattva, so those who have read it would know the English translation. 一切诸相即名诸佛, those who abandon all phenomena are called Buddhas. 凡所有相皆是虚妄，若见诸相非相，即见如来. So this is the part from the Buddha told Subhuti, elder Subhuti, all appearances are illusory. Only when one perceives all appearances as non-appearances does one see the Tathagata. So this is the Buddha's definition of Buddha in as mentioned in the Vajrasattva. And so I'll end here for now. Some things to think about, and we can continue in the next lesson or in the next after the next session. So hopefully this is a way to allow English speaking disciples to feel to be also able to understand what's going on in Tribur School or the classes by Tribur School Online University. Yeah, they have translations for the later classes, but not yet for the earlier ones. So these are just some summaries to help you understand. Okay, and I think that's it for now. Have a good week ahead. Amitofo, Omani Beni Home.